flew off of the bike and hit the guardrail, and the bike is coming to a stop in front of me. Hey, it's Evie. I'm a little rattled. I came to the bird store to kind of do a little video tour of it, and on my way I was on a tollway and a motorcycle cut me off, which was fine. I heard it was a girl. I heard her coming, and I was in the second to the right lane, and there was a car in front of me and a car to the right of that. So they were like completely even with each other, and she went in between them on the white line, and her her rear wheel like kicked over and hit that car, and she started spinning, and she flew off of the bike and hit the guardrail, and the bike is coming to a stop in front of me. I didn't hit it, fortunately. I'll show a picture. I did take a picture of how close I was to the motorcycle. She fortunately got up. She was walking around. I hope she was fine. I was so fearful I was going to watch somebody die. I'm so glad I didn't hit her or the motorcycle. She's a little tiny girl. With all her gear on, she still looked teeny tiny. So I'm rattled, to say the least. Immediately called my husband and talked to him. I was stopped there for several minutes while they moved the bike out of the way. They had to drag the back tire, and it's one of those big fat tired motorcycles. It was like a chartreuse green, lime green. And then I don't know how many feet it was, but like 3 house lengths ahead of me was her fuel tank laying in the road, and you could smell the gas coming off of it. Anyway, let's go into the bird store. I have one at home that's turning 26. And I've got 2 others that are in their early 20s. And I've got one that's fine. And that's like just colors, like cheese, like garden stuff, like vegetables, things like for example, if you grow your own herbs, do that. Basil and all those. Plus all the gas. But yeah, my guys. And that's fine. They can, as long as
Cocktail likes to eat off the dirt.
yeah, of course. Well, that's because they're social eaters, and in the wild, that's what they would do. That's pretty standard. It's in nails. They're different enough. Alright, we're just doing the nails. Come here. Are you ready for this? I have friends that ride motorcycles, and they refuse to do it because they've seen so many accidents doing that. And all it takes is for you to just spin out that back tire and lose control, and you have no way to catch yourself because you don't have any room. We're back from the bird store, and I'm much calmer than I was when I got to the bird store. They were taking her in the ambulance when I came back on the toll road. So that's good. And they're still cleaning up. There was still emergency vehicles there cleaning the mess up. I heard another motorcycle coming, and I was like, no. Okay, I'm a very trauma sensitive person, and I was traumatized, and I wasn't even involved in it. I just had to stop for it. Anyway, this guy was riding one of those upright bikes, not the, I think they call them the crotch rockets. No, that's what they used to call them. Anyhow, then later on behind me, there's 2 cars going into the same lane. They don't hit, but they go like this. They kind of look like they bounced off of each other. Then I get back into my town, in the intersection at the freeway and my road are cop cars. There's another accident. And I was like, please just let me get home. I am home and everything is fine. But I was thinking about the accident on the way home, and
thinking about the parents, I mean, I would guess her to be 20, but the parents that are going to get the phone call, you know, they probably already did with cell phones, but to go and, you know, see their little girl, she hopefully won't have any internal bleeding. You know, she's going to be okay. Hopefully she was wearing appropriate gear. She just wasn't riding appropriately. And I had some of those phone calls myself. One time my daughter hit a pole and her hip socket broke in 3 places. And the medics at the ambulance said had she stood up, her leg would have went up through the center of her body. And I actually got on that accident scene. I was at work before she was taken off by ambulance. And there was another time that she was coming back from Fort Worth late at night. Her boyfriend was in the car with her. She was driving and she was going down a service road. And if you don't know what a service road is, it's typically 2 one-way lanes that run the same direction as the freeway does. And there's one on the opposite side as well. There was a vehicle coming, I think it was a pickup, coming the wrong direction toward her, but in the other lane. And for whatever reason, he turned into her. It flipped. She was driving a Ford Explorer. It flipped it upside down and slid across a parking lot, knocked her completely out, and she's suspended from her seatbelt. I didn't know any of this had happened. She wasn't living at home anymore, and she was probably about that age, 19, 20 years old. And I got a call from the Fort Worth Hospital the next morning to come and pick her up. There's more. I'm going to stop right there. Anyway, I'm going to show you a picture of the motorcycle that I had to stop for that was right in front of my car. My windshield is dirty. My camera lens is, I'm sure, dirty. I was literally like this, and I was trying to take a picture. I mean, there was nothing gory, just that I was so rattled. So I have been praying for this girl that she's gonna be able to completely recover from what she put herself through and either not ride motorcycles anymore or at least ride more carefully. Thanks for being here. I'll see you next time. Bye.